Did you know you created every single thing about your life before you were born on a document called a blueprint? On that document, you planned out every single aspect about your life. You planned your name, your parents, where you were born, your siblings, the relationships you'd enter into, and the challenges you would meet along the way. I'm Stacie, and I'm from the Key to Soul Awakening. I help people recreate their blueprints using astrology, numerology, and sacred geometry. In this video, I'm going to help you discover your own life path number and what that means for you. And although life paths and the specific situations that you meet along your life path are a bit more complicated than just one number, this is just the basics to get you started. If you're interested in scheduling an appointment with me, click the link in the banner above or in the description below. So how do you find your life path number? Use your date of birth, the month, the day, and the 4-digit year. Add those together down until they get to a single digit. For example, October 20th, 1978. October is the 10th month of the year, so that equals the number 10. So you have 10 plus 20 plus 1978. Add the 10 and the 20 down to single digits. The 10 goes to 1, the 20 goes to 2. So now your problem is 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 8. Adding all those together gets you to the number 10, and that goes down to a life path number 1. If your birth date adds up to the digits 11, 22, 33, or 44 before getting into a single digit, circle that number and then add down to the single digit. There's a separate video for these numbers, 11, 22, 33, or 44. They are called master numbers. These mean that you have extra power behind your life path number, and I will explain that to you in the other video. Now take some time to use the process I just showed to figure out your life path number. Life path number 5. Life path number 5 is the life of the party of all the life path numbers. It loves freedom, hates being nailed down, will never do well in a 9-to-5 job. There is no other word to describe a life path 5 other than freedom. They do not like people telling them what to do, they like making their own choices, and you'll never catch them in a 30-year mortgage. They love just bouncing around the planet, learning all they can about every person they meet. 5s are very, very loyal people. They are people you can trust. If they don't trust you, you better run. They're pretty scary. They are unforgiving when somebody crosses them. If anyone gets on the bad side of a 5, you'll never hear from them again. They forget who you are. They are that proverbial, "you're dead to me." They are adventurers, fun people. Everybody loves to be around these people. They need to be doing work that has change all the time. They do well in things like the military, the Peace Corps. On the positive side, a 5 will absolutely be that adventurous person who everybody wants to be friends with and do things with. On the negative side, if a life path 5 is not happy or is in a job or a relationship or situation where they feel no freedom, they will have addiction aspects to them. It doesn't even have to be alcohol or drugs. Hoarding is an addiction and is seen in many number 5s. Depression is also seen in a number 5 who is not living their true life path. If somebody is a number 5 and is in a position where they don't feel freedom, they need to find that balance through hobby or travel. When a 5 gets bored, they will shut down emotionally and probably also personality-wise. They may say things like, "I just don't feel right and I don't understand why." The reason is a 5 needs freedom. A 5 needs to feel that they have freedom. Another aspect to a 5 is they have shiny object syndrome. Shiny object syndrome is much like when the hook goes into the water and the fish looks at it and goes, "Oh, what's that shiny thing?" Oop, and the fish gets hooked and pulled up. That's shiny object syndrome. 5s tend to move towards brand new things, new adventures very quickly without actually thinking them through. So a 5 has to learn to look before they leap, and really if a 5 sees a big jump in front of them and it excites them, they're probably going to jump. But as long as they look before they leap, they're going to be absolutely fine. Compatibility with a 5 is just boiled down to the fact that they like adventure and they don't like to stop for very long. A 5 brings into relationships energy and movement and freedom. This kind of energy can challenge people who love stability and are rooted in one place. So if you're in a relationship with a 5, understand that they love action, they love movement. If you are a 5 in a relationship, understand that your energy and your movement and need for freedom may scare other people off. And understand if somebody can't handle all of your movement and freedom, then that's not a great match and it has nothing to do with who you are as a person. Knowing your life path number helps a person in knowing how they approach their life. and how to approach challenges without having those challenges stop your life from moving forward. It is important to note that if you are not living in a positive way, your life path is flipped. That means it's reversed into a negative way, and the negative aspects of that life path number show up in your life. If your life path number turned out to be the number discussed here in this video, but it sounds nothing like you, then I must ask you, what happened in your life to change who you are? Sometimes people take on attributes of different life path numbers to avoid difficult, challenging situations, sort of like an ostrich sticking their head in the sand. If you'd like to make a session with me to discuss your life path and how you can live your highest and best life using the law of attraction and manifestation, use the link above in the banner or below in the description. If you want to know more about life paths, go ahead and click the playlist right next to me, the Life Path series. Or you can click the single video, The Path to Happiness, which explains karmic patterns on our life paths. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you know every time I upload, and I go live several times a week just to answer questions from viewers.